Hey everyone, I just want to show you an incident where a car sedan backed down in the middle of the street. The reason is because the front tire fell off from the car front suspension. The car's driver was cruising along the street, then all of a sudden the incident happened. So this is what happened. The ball joint of the lower suspension broke off. Thus, the tire broke loose from the suspension's grip. This is a case where most likely the driver was ignoring the car's defect. The car most likely has been showing some symptoms already, like noise, vibration, and perhaps the front tires is pulling either to the left or right. Instead of sending the car for maintenance, the driver most likely decides to continue drive the vehicle until the sudden breakdown. So what did the driver learn from this lesson? The driver should have conducted pre-trip inspection, like checking under the hood. What are those components that the driver has to check under the hood? Like fan belts, like some the lower and upper radiator hose, the coolant, the radiator itself, the coolant expansion tank, the brake fluid, and so many other things. Or he could have implemented the blow buckets. The blow buckets is checking the brake, whether the brake is working good, whether the lights are also malfunction or whether functioning properly, or whether all the lens are clean, or checking the oil, the engine oil, the ATF or the automatic transmission fluid, the water, that would be the coolant. Okay, top up is if necessary. Then check the battery in terms of the battery terminals, the positive and negative terminals, whether they are clean. And checking the air of the tires in terms of the inflation, whether the inflation is correct. It should not be overinflated or it should not be underinflated. Checking the fuel or the gas. It should be sure of the gas, whether he has gas before driving out the vehicle. Then checking the engine in terms of the whether the engine is running good, it's not misfiring. Checking the brakes, the brake fluid, the engine oil level, and many other things he should check. Or maybe check the air filter, whether the air filter is clean. Then checking the tires in terms of tire damage, tire cap, and checking the tire tread. And the tire is not bald. It's still good for driving on highway. And even checking the driver himself, checking whether he has a valid driving license, or whether he's in good condition to drive the vehicle, and he has the heightened awareness. He has attended, seminar with regards to defensive driving and many other things about himself. Then the driver should have noticed the symptoms. All the drivers, if you are an experienced driver, you will always notice the symptoms, like noise generated underneath the vehicles, noise, unusual noise in your tires, in your suspension system, whether your vehicle is equipped with a lip spring or a coil spring suspension system, and many other things under the, the under chassis components. Okay. And check whether, the vehicle is vibrating. There should be, you should feel the vibration. That is not normal. Then experience of pulling, the car is pulling either left or right, or the vehicle is surging, or even the engine is surging, especially if the engine is misfiring and it needs tune up. The vehicle will be surging when once you started the vehicle, or the car is jerking. One cause of jerking is you have a no good brake. Okay, so when you slam the brake, the vehicle would be jerking. Then he should have scheduled the car for preventive maintenance in some auto repair shop. You know, uh, the car could be scheduled for 1 month preventive maintenance. Could have scheduled every 2 months preventive maintenance, or even 3 months of preventive maintenance, depending on the recommendation of the manufacturer, or even base it on odometer, like the kilometer reading of the odometer. Uh, the driver could have scheduled it for 1,000 check, okay, 3,000 kilometer check, or even 5,000 kilometer check, depending on the manufacturer's recommendation, which you'll find it in the operating manual of the vehicle, which is always placed in the dashboard, rather in the glove compartment. Then he should then upon finding out that there is something wrong with the vehicle, then he should send it out to the auto repair shop for all the necessary repair, so that he shouldn't have experienced such bogging down of the vehicle in the middle of the street. And the driver, in that incident, the driver was lucky because he was not driving in the highway or in the expressway or in the freeway, where the speed is pretty much fast. Like some drivers are driving around 100 kilometers per hour speed, or even 120 kilometers per hour speed. Then something worse could have happened, like tipping off, or overturning of vehicle, and it could it would result to some physical injuries, or maybe also hitting other vehicles, and the driver could have ended in the hospital, treating his physical injuries. So that was lucky enough. So that's it for now. I hope you like this video or presentation for today, for this lesson. And if you do, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified of all the upcoming video uploads. And thank you for watching.